This week's edition of Grappler's Keep is brought to you once again by Diet Water. Now, with Mother's Day coming up tomorrow, you're probably expecting me to come up with some sort of commercial justifying giving all your mothers out there Diet Water for Mother's Day, which might be a good idea to our sponsors, but nah, we're going to do anything like that. Get her flowers, take her to dinner, spend time with them. Enjoy it while you got the chance because some of us can't do that anymore. So go out there and make sure your mothers know how special they are to you. This message is on behalf of Diet Water Productions. This product's only available in stores where it is sold. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are time zone wise on this island Earth. This Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye, your host here for Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium. It is Saturday night, so Virgil behind the counter is getting ready our famous 1, 2, 3 parfaits, and Tori is getting ready to take everyone to their favorite table or booth, or maybe you're part of the fun bunch that sits at the serving counter and sits on and spins around on those red foam stools. We won't put it past you for doing that. We all did that as a kid, and some of us still do it as adults. So, as you all get settled in for tonight is the night for Grappler's Keep, our WWE 2K25 universe where a number of characters from all of your favorite tabletop RPGs compete in a ring that we lovingly call the Dice Tray. We're just a few more weeks away from our next premium live event, the Joust, our version of Survivor Series War Games. And among other things, we have a new champion that's going to be defending a belt this week. And since tomorrow is Mother's Day, I thought, why not? What would be more appropriate than having it all ladies tonight on the card? Don't worry, gents. Dads will get their turn on the third week of June. So it's going to be all women's matches this week, including our newest holder of the women's Hunter's Mark, who will be bearing it for the first time ever. So, apologize for the late start. Very busy day. Had some things added to my agenda that I hadn't been planning on. So it threw everything off, and I just needed some time to veg a little bit before coming on stream. So we're going to start at about an hour-ish later. So we're going to go ahead and get things started with tonight's edition of Grappler's Keep. It's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Join us for Grappler's Keep. All right, let's get things rolling here right away. News from last time we were on. Rufus Combs ambushed Rule M after his match with an elaborate assault, trapping the two inside a lowered steel cage. With the lengths this superstar has gone to and damage he's dished out, many fans are wondering if his rival stands a chance in fighting back. Rufus the Marshal has decided that the best defense is a good offense, and he is taking it to Rufus Combs. Hello there, Krellin. Hey, Praxagorth Epiphoria. Wandering Silence. Good to have you here with us as well. Other news that we have here. Annalith rushed down Neil Caillo before she could even complete her entrance into the match, not waiting for the bell to ring before taking the fight to her rival. Gelna now holds the women's hunter's mark. Dolgrim Bravestone got payback and hit Othniel with his own tactics, standing up for himself and not backing down in their big championship rivalry. The intensity between these two competitors promises to make their match intense. And Varja failed to capture the title after taking on Warble's open challenge. So that's what that microphone stuff was. While the challenger had the guts to take on the sudden title match opportunity, some in the Grapplers Keep Universe question if she should have another shot at the title anytime soon. All right, so in our all-women's card here tonight, we are starting off with Lorana and our former women's champion, Cheryl Aranoma. Belle Sanders will be going up against Jayla Fast Shadow. In tag team action, we have the interlude going up against Paws and Claws. And revisiting this rivalry, our current champions here, excuse me, get my throat working here, are going to be going up against Sister Cyber. We have Kimona going up against Minyun Mydalar with her manager Krellin, Grandmaster Krellin at her side. We have Divine Smite going up against Thrill and Chill. Annalith will be taking on Pick and Sarlano. Gelna will be bearing the Hunter's Mark for the first time, and it will be against Desiree Bouveau. And in our main event, it'll be Warble in a non-title match against Goldie Boone. So, let's go ahead and get things rolling here. Cheryl Aranoma and Lorana going at it here. Cheryl is still licking her wounds after losing her championship title to Warble, and has been doing a lot of heavy training. We haven't seen her a bit for a while. She's been spending a lot of time working with Lorana. So this is going to be kind of a friendly versus friendly, as Cheryl's been getting some training style stuff from Lorana, and we'll see how much she's picked up, if any. So it looks like the battery may be gone on my controller here. Let's go ahead and get things started. Oh. All right, we're going to have to do this. Do I have spare batteries here? Of course, everything goes wrong at the same time at once. This is just the way my week has been, everyone. So we'll get those charging up overnight. Not been the greatest of weeks. So, all right, you're going to cooperate this time. All right, here we go. Coming out first. All right, Lorana, our fawn master of the Seder School of Martial Arts. She's been doing some training with Cheryl Aranoma after Cheryl took that big loss against Warble during the Fiendish Stockade. She's been seeking to add some new abilities and methods of attack to her style, and she likes what she saw with Lorana, and Lorana's been working with her. We'll see if anything has rubbed off or not, as they go against each other here. Possible student versus the master setup here. And coming out, our former Lady of Valor Women's Champion, She says she's come here to have fun and kick butt, preferably both at the same time, but now she says she wants to become more than just brute power. She wants to add some more skills and abilities into her repertoire. We'll see how much, if anything, she's learned from Lorana. Not afraid to show her power and strength here still. Will probably still be a major part of her style. Alright, Lorana is set, as is Cheryl, both showing game face. Here's the bell, and here we go. Collar elbow hookup right in the middle of the dice tray. And Cheryl just pushes Lorana off. They hook up again, closer to the corner. And now it's Lorana getting superior position, pushing her all the way across. Ref's trying to get a clean break, and does. And now here comes Lorana right in. Wraps her up, Russian leg sweep. Away from the corner. And now doing the shoulder pull on the arm. I think they go. Cheryl avoids that stomp, and collar elbow hookup once again. And again, backs up Cheryl to the rope this time. Ref trying to get a clean break, and does. And then goes Lorana with the quick shot. Was warned by the ref there. Who got kind of shoved out. Now Cheryl right into the turnbuckle. Stomp to the gut. Another one. A third. All right, pull Cheryl up to her feet. Hard whip into the ropes. Shoulder block really goes nowhere. Cheryl grabs a hold. Has her up. Fireman's carry. Nice elbow drop there. Kind of used the key point that Lorana likes to use. Quick kick there. Big clubbing forearm to the back. Hard whip into the corner. But walks right into a big forearm shot by Lorana. Series of blows to the gut. And down goes Cheryl. Big stomp of the hoof there. Another one right on the shoulder. Mocking Cheryl to get to her feet. Cheryl rolls out onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats. Now comes back in. Walks right into his big series of boots, followed by a leaping enziguri. Now a knee to the back. Flips her over right there at the ropes. But only a 2 count. Pulls her up. Big kick to the back. Misses on that stomp. Cheryl comes right in, charging with a big clothesline. Big stomp to the gut. Corkscrews the arm around and has a submission hold locked in. Lorana quickly breaks out. Nice little snapmare to get free, but Cheryl's right back with a dragon screw reversal. Lorana back up to their feet, but whipped into the ropes by Cheryl. Tries to scoop her up into a throw of some sort. Lorana blocks that, whips Cheryl into the ropes, and a big spear. With those horns, we probably ought to call that a gore, and goes right to the arm bar. But Cheryl's able to roll it over, almost a pinning situation, was able to punch loose. Gets the arm back together and comes there with a big running clothesline. Hooks the leg, going for the pin. But only a 1 count. Cheryl knew it wasn't probably likely. Had to take the shot, though. Pulls her up. Into the ropes. Runs with a shotgun drop kick. And now it's Lorana pulling herself up on the ring apron on the outside of the ring. Cheryl with a big strike there. Pulls her up. Across the top rope. Big clubbing forearm straight down. Now a big knee lift. Cheryl's starting to feel some energy here. Has her by the head. Veal throw into the corner. Stands over Lorana. Wraps her up. She's going for big slam there. And gets the victory. Not one of her usual closing moves, but It does the trick. So Cheryl Aronoma shows the skill and power that allowed her to hold that championship for as long as she did. Maybe showing the world it's time for her to try to get that belt back. All right, now we have Belle Sanders out of the Weird Wild West going up against Jayla Fast Shadow, our halfling druid. This will be a fun and interesting matchup here. Let's head right back to Diet Water Arena. Making her way to the ring, a desperado out of the Weird Wild West. It is Belle Sanders. Not afraid to do whatever she needs to get it done. And has shown that time and time again, former holder of the Lady of Valor Women's Championship. Had a chance to get it back a second time using the Hunter's Mark, only to lose to Warble. She wants to try to get that belt back, as every ladies wrestler here, if they're in singles competition, they have one goal and one goal only, and that is the Lady of Valor belt. All right. And her opponent, our halfling druid, Jayla Fast Shadow. Solemn and devout to the land, just don't make her mad or insult the natural world. Making her way down to the ring. Jayla's going to be more technical skill, whereas Belle's going to be a little bit more on the power side. We'll see which one bears out to be the stronger of the two. Belle staying stretched and loose. Jayla's got the game face going. There's the bell, and here we go. And Jayla comes right in, roaring in with a big clothesline. Misses with the stomp, and now it's a big flurry of kicks. A lot of martial arts stuff in the combination there for Belle Sanders. Now stomping the water out of the mud puddle, and now a big kick to the back. Walks into a quick kick out of Jayla. Flips her over. Pulls her up. Big knee to the jaw. Now stomp to the shoulder. Standing over her, waiting. With a kind of a menacing pose there. Big kick misses. And now this is not the kind of a fight that Jayla wants to get into. I don't think she wants to get into a power slap struggle against Belle Sanders. Giving her a free shot. She took it. Go ahead and give me a nut. She's let her get a few free now. Tries to get one in, and now Jayla is blocking shots and getting them in. Maybe she's got some skills that we're not aware of. She's really taking it to Belle. Now Belle coming back, and here's the hockey fight. And looks like Jayla got the best of that one. Now her own flurry kicks only have her leg caught by Belle there. Tries to take her to the corner, but Jayla quickly elbows her way free. Shotgun drop kick looked like to the knees there. Can't make up her mind what she wants to do. Now she's going up top. Waits for Belle to get up, and a massive double axe handle. Pulls her up to her feet. Wraps her up. Hits her with the blight. Goes for the pin. And only a 2 count. Thought she had it there. She snuck the blight in. Caught her by surprise. Now the foot right on the chin, holding her down. Celebrating and taunting a little bit here. Has Bell in the corner, now just going for the blatant chokehold here. Ref finally makes her break before the count of 5. Grabs the legs. Big stomp right into the back of the hamstring. Bell gets to her feet, tries to go for a move or one of her finishers. Bell was ready. Several kicks to the hamstring. As Rep Fireman's carry. No, Jayla escapes out of it. Big running drop kick there. Going right straight for the pin. Why not? And the victory goes to the Druid, Jayla Fast Shadow. Here is your winner, Big win there for Jayla Fast Shadow. Impressive match there, using her technical skills. Yeah, Druids tend to be overpowered, and she was kind of overpowered this time around. And now we have tag team action on the women's side. We've not seen the interlude for a while. They've been on the road traveling, and they are going to be back here tonight against one of their biggest rivals, former women's tag team champions, Paws and Claws. These four do not have a good history with each other. Let's just put it at that. So we have our half elf. We have our elven bards going up against our two tabaxi girls here. So let's head right back to Diet Water Arena. And coming out first, Dia Hanu, Mira Visk. They are the interlude. All right, they are the interlude. Elven, there are bards making their way to the ring. They're all about the fashion, all about the glam, but you never know what kind of tricks a bard may have up her sleeve. And we'll find out if they have any there tonight. And here they are, our two fun-loving tabaxi girls, Jiashi and Adasa. They are Paws and Claws, former tag team champions. They're here for the fun. They're here for the glam, but don't underestimate these two by any stretch of the imagination. They're here to have fun, but they're also here to win, and they have been very successful with that. All right, it's going to be Miravis starting off for the interlude against Jiashi. There we're set. There's the bell, and here we go. And they're not wasting any time. Miravis goes right in with the kicks, has her wrapped up. Straight jacket suplex, I guess is what we call that for lack of anything else. Big stomp to the arm. It looks like we're having connection issues. Oh, what fun again. Big series of kicks there. Big kick there. Whips her into the ropes. Almost hits the ref. Slides underneath. Nice Hurricane Rana. That misses with the stomp. Nice wheelbarrow maneuver there. Go into the arm throw. And now here comes Mira Visk. Striking right out. Wraps her up. Holds her up and right into the backbreaker. Big stomp. Pulls her up, another big kick and chop. Pulls her up, pancake straight down. Doesn't waste any time, goes right to the tag, and Jiashi gets in the tag and gets Adasha. Dia Hanu runs in, only to get kind of tomahawk chopped there by Adasha, and she's all over Dia right now. Hard whip into the ropes. Right into a nice little suplex there. Pulls her up, and it's all Adasha right now. Looks like we're having connection issues on stuff here. I apologize for that. Things seem to be messing up all over the place. Big surprise. All right, there's the tag, bringing Jiashi back in. Dia Hanu's still down. Jiashi pulls her up to her feet. Hard whip into the ropes. Hits her with both forearms flying. Big stomp to the back. Dia not in a good situation here. Standing. Double knee, right, flip into it at the double knees. Stomp to the face. And here's the tag. Adasha coming back in. Dia not in good shape. Misses with that stomp. Miscalculates somehow. But drop kick right to the back. And Dia needs a tag out quickly and badly. Hooks the leg for the pin. But only a 1. And now the big stomps all over the place. There's another now. Slams the arm down hard. And Adasha's going up top, but Dia's right back up. Goes right after. Looks like she swung and missed, hit the turnbuckle. Then got nailed by Adasha coming down. Who's posing for the crowd, giving Dia a chance to crawl to the corner. Leaps and makes the tag. And here comes Mira Visk. Doesn't waste any time, goes right up with a Hurricane Rana. Adasha pops right back up, and only to get another Hurricane Rana. Walks into a quick kick there from Adasha, grabs the arm. Massive Russian leg sweep. Rolls her to the side, big kick to the back. Pulls her up to her feet, quick kick, chops, strike all over the place. Girl pulls her up, hits her with the shin breaker. And with that, she'll make a quick tag and bring in Jiashi. Mirovitz comes right back. Both miss with drop kick attempts. Jiashi in control. Skullcracker right to the knee. Right now, it's all paws and claws. Oh, nice elbow by Mira to get loose. And now, flurry of blows here. Hits the wheelbarrow right into the arm toss there. She's going to leap over, waiting for Jiashi to get to her feet. Leaps over, springboard drop kick from the top rope. Works her way to the corner, waits for Jiashi to get to her feet, and cartwheel into a body splash, reverse body splash. Rolls her over, goes for the pin, but only a 1 count. Flips her over. Holds the arm out. Double stomp right on the arm. Mira's getting quite vicious here. Big stomp to the leg. Now is going to hold the arm down. Stomp right on the hands. Pulls her up to her feet. Wraps her up. Hard whip in the corner she does not want to be in. No tag yet. Throws her hard into the turnbuckle. And now just pulling back on the neck, raking the face and eyes. Has her by the back of the neck hard into the turnbuckle. Pops her up there. Jiashi does not want to be there. Big slap across the face. And now she climbs up. Let's see what she's got planned here. Spanish fly, it looked like. Gets up to her feet. Going back up top. Hits the moonsault. The standing O goes for the pin, but Adasha's there for the save. Big stomp. Jiashi gets up only to walk into another drop kick. Mira goes up. Big body splash from the top rope. Hooks the legs. This could be it. It is. And the victory goes to the Interlude. Big win for the Interlude here. They've been on the road doing some publicity stuff, and now they're back in the ring and ready to go at it, showing they don't have a lick of ring rust. And now more women's tag team action here. As former women's tag team champions Sister Cyber are going up against our current women's champions, Spectre and Wicked. And my brain just went, that shows you how bad this week has been. My mind's gone blank. I can't remember what the name of their tag team is. But this will be a non-title bout. Let's go ahead and get things started. My mind is a little whacked out this week. Anarchy. There they are. Spectre driving the rust bucket. Wicked behind her. As they drive down, they are from the post-apocalyptic wastelands of RPG gaming. Our current Queens of the Keep women's tag team champions. That they not only are, they create it, they are Anarchy. Making their way up and over. Wicked getting in first. Spectre still has to park the rust bucket. They have been a formidable pair as tag team champions. And now they wait for their opponents. Out of the Cyberverse, this is Sable, our cyberpunk gal, master of the cyber implants, rescued her sister Shiny from death, who's now heavily loaded with implants as well, is the only person that Sable trusts. She strikes the pose, makes the cyber link, and now Shiny is up and going, prepared and maintained by Sable. No memories of the past, just remembers the now. Every time she gets juiced up with the connection, everything starts over again. She rediscovers everything, including how her body works. Everything being downloaded from Sable's mind as all this is going on. It's going to be Spectre first, up against Shiny. There's the bell. Here we go. Collar elbow hookup. Spectre goes right after her. Nice little Hurricane Rana there. Pulls her up. Big kick to the back. And another stomp. Former champs versus current. This is going to be a good one. They're the ones who they defeated. Oh, nice little sweep of the legs there. And now here comes Shiny charging back in, only to be whipped towards the turnbuckle. Instead hits the ref. They link up again. Inverted atomic drop, and now a double leg drop to the solar plexus. It's all Spectre right now. Going right for a pin early. She's going for a dirty pin, but the ref sees it. The ref catches it, stops the count immediately. Shiny taking advantage from Spectre hard into the corner. Here's the tag. Sable coming in. Some double team action coming here. Hard whip into the rope and the double shoulder blocks. Sable, not wasting any time, goes to the ring apron outside the ropes. Leaps over. Torpedo drop kick off the top rope. Into the ropes again. Big running kick to the head. Pulls her up to her feet. Nice little flip over there. She's going to go for a tag, and Spectre's going to get the tag as well, and here comes Wicked. Shiny wastes no time. Quick Hurricane Rana catching her quick there. Rolls her over. Shot to the back. Big stomp to the ankle. Take that vertical base away quickly from the to lower the power of Wicked. Slams the arm down. Walks right into a quick kick. And now it's Wicked with the Hurricane Rana. Goes up. Second rope. Massive elbow drop from the second rope there. Covered some good distance with that leap. Hard whip towards the corner. The ref is getting in the way. Looks like Spectre got a shot in there as well. As Wicked took down Shiny, now it's Spectre back in again. Wrapping up one arm, then the other. Stretching it out, going for a submission. Or just maybe didn't hold it long. She just wanted to do damage. Pulls her up to her feet. Throws her hard into the turnbuckle. Quick tag. Now their own double team action. Hard whip into the ropes. Double shoulders of their own. Sable trying to get a tag, but Wicked cuts her off. Shiny rolls outside onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats. Wicked moonsault from the top of the dice tray down onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats on top of Shiny, and now it's going for the ground and pound. As the ref has the count going, we're at 3. Shiny back in. Wicked will be back in before the 10 count in plenty of time. Flips her over, goes right for the pin. But only 2 count. Both to their feet. Quick kick there. Wraps her up. Nasty little powerbomb there. Little sit-out powerbomb. Wicked celebrates, giving Shiny enough time to tag, and Sable gets in, but Wicked's right there with a big shot there and a pullback slam. And now goes to the ground and pound. Big. Now just stomping the water out of the puddle, as they say. Shiny's still on her. Shiny goes for a super kick and misses. Is able to stall, gets some time for Sable to get in there, and she gets the shot in. Shiny still woozy on her feet, but Sable's all over Wicked here right now. Pulls her up to her feet. Wraps her up. Throws her back towards the ring. She doesn't go in. So an over-the-shoulder drop. The count goes to 6. Not looking good for Wicked here. Counts at 7. Sable goes up top rope. Waits for Wicked to get up. Body splash, but no. Wicked catches her in mid-flight. The count was reset. Elbows her way loose. Big strike there. Slam to the Eldritch Blast safety mats. Spins over, and then a slap to the back of the head as the count goes to 5. Throws her down towards the announcer's table. She comes back in. Shiny gets in the way. Wicked throws Shiny in. Then Wicked comes in, but walks right into a leaping neck breaker by Sable. Goes for the pin, but only a 2 count. Sable thought she had it there. Plenty of shock, but not enough awe. Slams her down hard. Face first goes outside the ring to the apron, waiting for her to come in. Leaps over. Nice tornado drop kick again from the top rope. Now she's just mocking Wicked. Dusts off her shoulders. Is she going to let Wicked slowly crawling to the corner? Celebrating, and lets Spectre tag in. And Spectre comes right in with a running forearm shot. Grabs the arm, stomps the back of the head. Leaping elbow drop by Spectre. Pulls her up to her feet. Wraps her around. Hits the move, goes for the pin. Now she's going to go up top. And a leaping senton from the top rope. Goes for the pin, and there's Shiny with the save. Spectre chases her off. Grabs the legs. Double leg drop to the solar plexus again. Headbutt to the top of the head. Stomp to the leg. Giant Sable going out to the ring apron and gets hit with a big running shoulder block. And now she goes after Shiny. Jaw drop there. Sable goes after Wicked. Now everybody's outside the ring. And now we got some double team action. Nope. Wicked's just going to throw her back in the ring. Spectre goes after Shiny. Shiny throws Spectre back into the ring. And now things are back to whatever normal is. Forearm to the back, hard into the ropes. Spins her around for the slam. Flips her over, holds her down for the pin. And that will finish it off. A bunch of unconventional darings do here. But the big win goes to our current champions. Spectre brings down the rust bucket as Wicked celebrates there in the middle of the ring. It's ready. He climbs up top onto the rumble seat. And our champions drive off, literally into the sunset. All right, more singles action here as Kimona, our superhero, out of the Lightning League along with her manager and her trainer back in when she was very active with the Lightning League. Grandmaster Krellin, the White Lightning, is ready to take on Minyun Maitalar, the leader of the women's faction known as Fatal Attraction. It'll be just her in the ring, but at her sides will be the rest of the entourage, Annalith and Ms. Dukes. Let's go ahead, Annabelle Dukes, let's go ahead and head back to the ring for more action. Oh, I keep forgetting to take that part out. Coming out first, Grandmaster Krellin, the founder, and one of his best members, Kimona. They are the Lightning League.
Making her way to the ring, accompanied by the Terror Crusher from Neo Osaka, Green Hero.
Grandmaster Krellin and Kimona. You guys have been off at the Thunderhead, your guys' secret training facility on Mount Cumulus. Let's see how well that training pays off here tonight. For Kimona has her hands full with none other than Fatal Attraction, Annabelle Dukes, Annalith, and the leader, our Drow Sorceress, Minyun Maitalar.
From the other side of darkness, Mistress Sorceress.
Making their way down to the ring. Always a force to be reckoned with. make their preparations there inside the ring. Mignon, the one in the middle, is the focus of this match here tonight, but you've got to keep your Grandmaster Krellin has to keep his eye on Annalith and with Annabelle Dukes to make sure they don't interfere. I'm sure it's a task that Krellin feels he is more than capable of. All right, Kimona set and ready to go, as is Mignon. Final stretches. There's the bell, and here we go. Mignon runs right in. Wheelbarrows into an arm throw. Caught Kimona by surprise. Gets right back up. Hits a big boot of her own. Another stomp. Leaping elbow drop. Nice little counter move caught by Krellin there. Big stomp to the angle. Flips her over. Another stomp to the leg. Taking that vertebral base out. Stomp right on the solar plexus and walks right over her. Pulls her up to her feet. Now a hard whip into the ropes. Nice little flip there. No waiting. Big running boot shot. Mignon rolls out of the ring as Annabelle Dukes and Annalith have Kimona distracted, giving Mignon time to recover. And she takes advantage. Has her by the back of the head, but nope. Elbows her way free. Kimona getting instructions from Krellin there. Nice little leg sweep with the arms there. Hooks the leg, going for the quick pin, but only a 1 count. Krellin giving encouragement and instruction. Drop kick to the back. Kimona figuring out what she wants to do next. Holds the arm out. Big knee drop right onto the arm. Pulls her up. Kick to the back. Gets herself in position. She's going up top early. Big elbow drop. Mignon tried to get up but couldn't get out of the way. Hooks the leg, but only a 2 count. A lot of shock there on that one. Not quite enough awe. Krellin thought she had it there too. And now some cross faces on Mignon. Kimona has her measured up. Face slam straight down. Pulling her away from the ropes. Krellin's shouting out the encouragement. Leaping body splash. Goes for the pin. And she gets it. Mignon came out with a flurry. But the Lightning League. Yep, telling her to keep her head in the ring, not get distracted by the other two, and it worked. They almost got her, but she was able to get her head straightened out. Listen to the master there outside the ring, and gets the victory. A big win here for Kimona and the Lightning League. We're going to return to more women's tag team action here as we have Divine Smite. Our half-elf clerics are going to be going up against our team out of the noir realm of RPG gaming. That would be Thrill and Chill, Charity Philpott, and Chastity York. Let's head right to the ring. Okay, this isn't doing the normal entry for them. For some reason, it's not kicking in with the normal entrance for the Disciples. That's the hero you train. That's right, Krellin. She did good. All right, don't know it's not using the regular normal entrance for these, but the Divine Smite felt that they weren't focused and disciplined enough last season. They went to their fellow mates at the temple, Scandalon, Obadias IV, and Othniel, the Paladins. Put them through an extensive training period in the off season. And now they have been more focused, more disciplined, and have been working a lot more cohesively as a unit. It'll begin again, the ladies in tag team action. Brennelore and Jillian. And here come their opponents. Chastity York, modern Victorian woman fighting the evils within the world. Charity Philpott. See, Charity Philpott is that one. Chastity York is the cousin out of the steampunk realm.
And the Prodigy, the Thrill Seekers.
Making their way into the ring. They want to get those championship belts back around their waist. Victory over Divine Smite will be a step in that direction. He'll be Brennelore in first against Chastity York. And it's Brennelore starting things off first. Has her up on the shoulders. Flips her around. Big drop straight down. Stomp misses. Charity comes in with a flying forearm. Chastity comes in with a big flying forearm of her own. Big stomp there. Pulls her up to her feet. Big series of punches and kicks there. And pulls her right into a lariat. And no hesitation there. Here comes Charity. Pulls her up, but Brennelore fights her way free. Some punches, couple of kicks, has her up. Nice over the head throw. Pops back up on her own. Pulls her up to her feet. Big series of forearm strikes, some more kicks. And now some undefended knees to the gut. And down goes Charity. Waiting for her to get to her feet. Goes right at her. Tries to take her to the corner, but Charity works her way loose. Goes for a drop kick, but misses. Brennelore saw it coming. Hard whip into the ropes. Big discus spin elbow. Has her up, going for it down, going for the pin, but only one. Ref was a little slow, but not bad. Pulls her up to her feet. Blocks the chop, and now it's Charity with a flurry of blows. Has her up, fireman's carry. Right, drops her down right into a super kick. There's the tag. Chastity York is now in the ring waiting. Brennelore sees her. Collar elbow hookup, and Chastity has her up, but nope. Float over into reverse DDT by Brennelore, who is yet to tag out. Big series of gauntlet chops, and down she goes. Brennelore pulls her up, blocks that chop, gets a shot in of her own. Hooks her up. Pump handle suplex. Goes up, second rope. Waiting for her to get to her feet. And a leaping forearm shot. Big stomp to the back. Slams the arm down. Wrapping the arm up. Stretching it all the way out. Again, Brennelore yet to tag out in this match yet. Hits a big spear out of nowhere. Lets out a war cry. And hooks the leg for the pin. Charity there for the save. Pulls her up to her feet. Hard whip into the corner. Brennelore taking her time. And here's the tag. Here comes Jillian. Some double tag action here. Whip into the rope. And a big double back body drop. Scandalon in the other corner removes the top turnbuckle. The ref's busy fixing it. While Chastity gets a big flurry of kicks in on Jillian. The ref distracted at the moment. is not a benefit for Jalen right now. Now she's back in action. Pulls her up. Hard whip into the corner. Here's the tag. Charity in. Whip into the knees. Wraps her up from behind and an over-the-shoulder drop. Pulls her up partway into the ropes. Big running kick there, almost like a shining wizard. Goes up, second rope. Waits for Jalen to get to her feet. Shotgun drop kick from the second rope. Hooks the leg for the pin. But Jalen kicks out. She thought she had it there. Plenty of shock. Again, not enough awe. Pulls her up to her feet. Quick kick. Flips her over. And she's setting her up. Has it locked in. She's got the cincher in, but big intervention, including a running senton, takes the ref out. Jalen slowly getting her feet. There's the tag. Chastity coming in. Jalen tags. It's Brenalor. Nice crucifix there by Chastity. Trying to figure out who the legal person in the ring is. She's locking in the gearbox, but it's on the wrong person. As Brenalor keeps the kicks going, finally, Chastity breaks the hold, especially after the ref admonishes. Now, leaping body splash onto the Eldritch Blast safety mats. Took out Othniel as well, it looks like. Throws Chastity back in. Jalen still hasn't left the ring yet. Stomps on the leg by Brenalor onto Chastity. Big gauntlet chop there. Stump puller the wrong way. Hooks the leg for the pin. But not even a 2 count, only a 1 count. Pulls her up to her feet. Chastity blocks the shot, gets one in on her own, picks her up. Manhandle slam. Hooks the leg for the pin. And now it's Jalen with the save. Chastity's going to make the tag, bring Charity in. Yeah, the ref's taking some abuse here tonight in this match. Hard whip into the ropes. Catches her, throws her down. And a big spinning kick there on Brenalor. Hooks the leg for the pin. But kicks out at 2. The ref was hitting Brenalor with the counts there. Maybe that woke her up. Pulls her up to her feet. Wrenches the arm, but walks right into a big forearm shot. Nasty gauntlet chop there. Hits the double blessing there. Goes for the pin. And there's the save by Chastity. Hit her with the natural selection, excuse me. But it wasn't enough. Pulls her up to her feet. Big strike there. Series of kicks. Has her up. Spin slam. And with that, she is going to tag and bring in Jalen. Up to her feet, only get forearm shot. Goes for a leg sweep and misses. Charity gets a shot in, but now she's going to tag, bring in Chastity. Long going tag team match here. Everyone's getting their money's worth here tonight. Nice enziguri reversal there by Jalen. Pulls her up to her feet. Big series of strikes. Big uppercut shot there. More forearm shots. Stomps the foot. Hurricane Rana. Chaining a whole bunch of moves together. Chastity tries to escape to the Eldritch Blast safety mats, but no short rest here. Jalen coming right after her. Big stomp on the leg again. Pulls her up. Nasty slam there onto the mats there outside the ring. Pulls her up to her feet. Throws her back in. She's going to go up top. Big leaping senton. Hooks the leg for the pin. And Charity's there with the save. Jalen chases her off. Misses with the stomp. And Chastity comes roaring back. Nice suplex. Goes up to the corner. Second rope. Leaping leg drop from the second rope. Ref is busy being distracted by the Paladins. Brenelor doesn't take any chances. She goes in for the save. Chastity's up top. Elbow drop. Now the ref's paying attention. Comes in for the pin count. And it's over. Scandalon was up to some tricks there, but it wasn't enough. Thrill and Chill gets themselves a victory here tonight. Both with some victory roll flips there at the end. Very good matchup between these two tag teams. And now we have Analyth going up against Pickin Sarlano. Pickin has been having some issues lately with Fatal Attraction. She's had Nael Caillo helping her out to even things out. But this is going to be straight on between the two, Analyth and Pickin. Let's head right back to Diet Water Arena. Analyth has a mic in her hands. Be nice if we had like audio or text going with this so we know what's going on, but I guess that's asking too much. I'm assuming she's calling out Pickin Sarlano. Yep, and here she comes. She's got a microphone of her own. It's promo time, everyone. Unfortunately, we don't get to hear a single word they're saying. Analyst is going to accept some sort of challenge. Not sure what it is. All right, don't know what that was all about, but I guess we'll find out maybe next time around. And now our only title match of the night. This is for the Women's Hunter's Mark. For those of you not familiar with Grappler's Keep, we have a fighting championship that is defended every time we have a stream, unless there's extenuating circumstance. And that is the Hunter's Mark. We have one for the men, we have one for the women. Obviously, since this is all ladies tonight, the men's Hunter's Mark is not being born tonight. So, last time we were on, Gelna defeated Feline Locke, and she is now the bearer of the Hunter's Mark. If you successfully bear the Hunter's Mark 4 times in a row and defeat your opponents, you automatically get a title shot for either the Master Melee Belt Championship for the men, or in this case, the Lady of Valor Women's Championship for the women. So Gelna, this is her first time with the Hunter's Mark, her first time bearing it, and she will be doing it the first time against former women's champion, Desiree Bouveau. So let's head right out to Diet Water Arena and get things going.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Internet Fighting Championship.
The belle of every ball, singer, dancer, performer of stage and ring. It is Desiree Bouveau. Has held the Hunter's Mark a time or two. Has held the Women's Lady of Valor Championship for 4 weeks. Only to lose it at Dice Mania to Cheryl Aranoma. And now would like a chance to get the Hunter's Mark again and be able to hopefully cash it in and get a shot at that Lady of Valor championship once again. All right, looks like she's just about set and ready to go. She may look like the total glamour gal, but don't let that distract you there inside the ring. And here comes her opponent. Formerly of the tag team, the Shield Maidens. Now on her own. She says she is the total Shield Maiden. Some say she's in here just for the glamour rather than the urge for battle. She's showing everyone otherwise with her abilities as a singles wrestler, held her own as much as she could against her former tag team partner Varja, and now she holds the women's hunter's mark. She is the first of the two to get a title belt of any form or fashion. Of course, Varja says she has only one belt on her mind, and that's the Lady of Valor belt. She is in a big rivalry with Warble right now as she strikes her victory pose, as she will be defending the Hunter's Mark for the first time here tonight. And this is the belt they're competing for. This is the women's Hunter's Mark. All right, let's take it back to ringside.
Introducing the challenger from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, beautiful Davius Bravo. And her opponent from Asgard, the women's internet fighting champion, the Viking Gal.
Holding the belt up proudly. Her first title defense. Let's see if this is one of many or if this is just a one-shot. She hands the belt over to the official. Desiree looks the belt that she's competed for many times before. And looks like we are just about set and ready to go. Desiree has game face going. Gelna looks relaxed. And here's the bell, and here we go. Collar elbow hook up in the middle of the ring. Gelna definitely has a size advantage on Desiree, but Desiree gets better position, pushes her into the corner. Ref seeks a break and does not get a clean one. Desiree does not break clean. Kick and a slap there. Goes for the big spin. Into the massive Hurricane Rana into the corner. Big stomp to the back. Not a good start for Gelna here. Grabs the leg and now going for the heel hook. Twisting on that leg. Now releases. Big stomp again to the other. Trying to take the vertical base away from Gelna. She gets up. Only to walk right into a big running clothesline. Boxer to get up to her feet. Gelna does. Only get a big series of forearm shots there. Grabs the arm. Hammer locks it into an inverted DDT. It's been all Desiree so far right now in this matchup. Goes up. Top rope. Big elbow drop. Going right for the pin. Why not? But kicks out at 2. Desiree thought she had it, throwing a little tantrum here. Again, a lot of shock so far, but not enough awe to get the belt. Flips her over. Big stomp right to the face. And now she's going right for some ground and pound. Finish it with a slap across the face. Gelna has not gotten any offense going in this matchup as of yet. Big kick to the back. Big stomp there. Big stomp to the shoulder. Another stomp with those high heels. Now a kick. Knocking her across the way. Yeah, that's pretty much her brand, Krellin. Gelna trying to get her wits back about her. Desiree up, top rope. Big double axe handle. Looks like she missed. Gelna was ready. Hard whip into the corner. Big clothesline there. Lets out a war cry of her own. Big stomp. Alley-oop pulls her out of the corner. Did Desiree use up everything too much too early? Was Gelna just feeling her out? Pulls her away from the ropes. Hooks the legs in an X there, and she's going for the big stretch there, and now just does the damage she needed. Big stomp there. Now she's going up top. Waiting for Desiree to get to her feet. And she launches a double axe handle of her own. Goes up, second rope. Another double axe handle. Big stomp there. I guess we need to kill those war axes for her. Waits for her to get up. Slams her down. Tries to pull her up. Desiree gets a quick kick in and hits her with the facial. Is waiting for Gelna to get to her feet. Has her up. Looks like she's going to go for pillow talk. She's got it locked in, but no. Gelna's able to get to the ropes. Smart move on her end. Desiree misjudged the size. Big strike kicks there all over the place. Another low kick. Now a high kick. Gelna goes outside to regroup. As Desiree poses, they hook right back up. Into the ropes goes Gelna. Desiree drops down. Discus spin elbow. Puts her down for the pin. And only a 2 count. Desiree is furious. She thought that was going to be enough. She's misjudging the Shield Maiden here. Walks right into a quick kick. Gelna's right back up. Rolls her up into a small package. And only a 2 count. Almost stole it right there. Pulls her up. Now cranking on the neck of Desiree. Slowing her down. Cutting down that airflow. Slams her down. Big stomp. Waits for her to get up. And now a face slam of her own right there. Goes for the legs, but no. Desiree kicks her off. Goes into the ropes. Leg drop. Walks into a quick kick by Gelna. Big, massive clothesline. Desiree trying to pull herself up on the ropes. Hard whip by Gelna. Big spear. Now kind of pull her further away from the ropes. Pulls her up. Let's see what she's got playing here. Nope, Desiree set. Big headbutt. Gelna slow to get to her feet and hits her with the high heel. Hooks the leg for the pin. And that is it. We have a new bearer of the Hunter's Mark. And it once again is Desiree Bouveau. Big win for her. Now the start of her possible journey towards a shot at the Lady of Valor Championship. Tell she's really excited about this one. Holding it up high, holding it up proud. Great match all around. Big victory for Desiree. And now we have our main event here tonight. Rematch of one of our matches from the previous premium live event, where it was Warble versus Goldie Boone. Whoop. Game just crashed on me. Wonderful bar. All right, let's try to get this back up here. Give me one moment here, everyone. Maybe they don't want us to have this main event here tonight. Maybe that was supposed to be the main event. Let's try it one more time. Get everything loaded up. Don't try this at home, school, or anywhere. Then, now, forever. We'll just go ahead and skip forward into the now. All right, back to universe. Let's see where we're at here on this, if we have to simulate some matches or not. Let's hit continue. Hopefully that'll continue us where we were. All right, continue show. Okay, good. We didn't lose anything. Oh, flourishing significance significance ad. We don't do bots here. Twitch doesn't like bots here. So I'm afraid, whoever you are, it's going to be, we got to introduce you to someone. Meet Virgil, the Caramel Cyborg. He is our android soda jerk here at the Emporium. You see, we don't do crap like this. We don't like people who do crap like this. And most importantly, Virgil doesn't like it because that means he's got to stop making 1, 2, 3 parfaits for everybody and pull out the band spatula as we very ungraciously tell you the 2 syllables that apply to you. Goodbye. All right, good job there, Virgil. Now, let's get back to our matchup here. So, again, rematch. Goldie thought she had a good shot at the championship, almost won, but then had some interference by Feline Locke. So now we have a rematch here. This is not for the title. Goldie Boone is waiting in the ring. Here comes Warble, and Warble's attacked from behind by Varja. Throws her hard into the steps. The ref trying to get in there to intervene. She throws Warble in. Ref chases her out. Goldie normally wouldn't be wanting this kind of a matchup, but she'll get to take advantage of the weakened condition of Warble here. There's the bell, and here we start. Goldie trying to take advantage, but no, Warble comes right in with the big clothesline. Pulls her up, big knee to the jaw. Warble not taking chances. Nice arm drag throw there by Goldie. Springboard body splash misses Warble. She miscalculates her. Warble trying to take advantage. Double leg drop. Looked like on top of both of the legs there. Has the leg. Big knee shot to the hamstring. Another one, a third. Flips her over. Not a good start for Goldie. Stomp to the ankle. Has the legs apart again. Stomp right on the solar plexus. Just walks over her this time. Goldie just sitting there at the moment. Warble now comes after her. Pulls her up. Collar elbow hook up. And veal throw almost through the ropes. Hooks the leg for the pin. But not even a 1 count. Both back to their feet. Warble has her wrapped up. Quick snap suplex. Goldie not getting much offense going here, and now has a headlock locked in. Goldie rolls out of it and now comes with some big chops of her own here. Looks like she was setting things up. Has her up. Big suplex coming down. Pulls her up. Knee right to the beak, it looked like. Slams the Kenku's arm down hard onto the mat. Pulls her up. And now just doing an old-fashioned face rake there. She's gotten a little bit meaner under the training of her manager, Wandering Silence. Leapfrogs, drops down, leapfrogs over, big elbow shot. Catches Warble by surprise. Warble reverses thing, throws her Goldie over the top rope, and now a chin drop. Warble goes up top, goes for a body splash, but nobody home. Goldie was already back inside the dice tray. As the count begins, Warble's to her feet, but still wobbly now coming in as Goldie sees her and is ready for her. And Warble has the advantage. Nope, Goldie's going to elbow her way free and does so. Wraps her up, small package, but only a 1 count. Caught her by surprise. And now just going for the blatant choke here. Then releases. Elbow drop by Goldie. He's going up top. Big body splash. Hooks the legs for the pin. And a kick out at 2. Goldie keeps on going, pulls her up to her feet. Shot to the gut there. Now whip into the ropes. Drops down. Leapfrogs over. Reddy grabs the arm, but gets a forearm to the face in exchange. Set up and hits the neck breaker. It wasn't quite the mocker, but it does the job. Warble going up top. She's going for the Kenku flip. Nails it. Hooks the leg for, nope. Goldie's in the ropes. Pulls her up, goes into the ropes. Sideways neck breaker, and down goes Goldie again. Into the ropes. Double axe handle shot of sorts. It looks like it was at an elbow. Couldn't tell for sure. Goldie trying to get to her feet. Warble's waiting for her. Big strike there. Has her from behind. Big Russian leg sweep. And now going right to ground and pound. Goldie gets to her feet. More strikes from Warble. Bounces her into the rings, playing pinball with that back. Goldie not having a good time of it here in the ring. Warble up on the second rope, mocking Goldie to get up. Now she gets down, comes after her. Dropkick misses. Goldie's ready, but Warble dodges the forearm shot. And a big forearm shot from Goldie to get out of that lock there. And she hits the goat roper. Caught her surprise out of nowhere. Goes for the pin. And kicks out at 2. Goldie almost had it. Plenty of shock, not quite enough awe. Pulls her away from the ropes. Pulls her up to her feet. Eye rake. Swing and a miss on the chop, but hits on that one. Wraps her up from behind. Forearm to the back. Wraps her up again. Big over the shoulder drop. And Goldie starting to put some things together. Warble gets up to her feet. Goldie goes up top. Only get thrown off the top rope by Warble. Goes for the pin. And kicks out at 2. Not a good start, but Goldie's holding on. Shotgun drop kick before she can even get to her feet. Big stomp onto the leg. But now Goldie's right back up. Warble goes right to a Hurricane Rana. Just when Goldie gets things started, Warble counters. Now doing the neck stretch here. Goldie gets free. Now whips Warble hard into the ropes. Big discus spin elbow. I think she drew blood. Hits the yeehaw. Hooks the legs. And thrown off by Warble. Thought she had it there. Walks right into a big kick by Warble. Waits for Goldie to get to her feet. Quick kick, sets her up. And nails her with the Warbler's call. Hooks the leg for the pin. And Goldie kicks out. People, you're getting your money's worth on this one for sure. Slams the arm down. Flips her over. Pulls her up, but Goldie's ready. Dragon screw reversal. And now she's waiting for Warble to get to her feet. Big series of blows there. Swing and a miss by Warble. Old-fashioned atomic drop. Has her up. Hard whip into the ropes. Drops down. Leapfrogs over. Big back body drop. Hits the kick. Another forearm strike. Another. And another and another. Double axe handle to the back. Flips her over. Pulls her up to her feet. Warble blocks the shot. Gets in a kick. And now she's getting her strikes in. Kick to the gut, followed by more strikes. Goldie blocks that one. Gets one in of her own. Swing and a miss on that one. Gets blocked. Now Warble getting the strike and hooks her up. Hits the mocker. But she doesn't go for the pin. She's going up top. She's going to go for the Kenku flip again. Nails it. This might be it for Goldie. No, the ropes again. Warble waits for her to get to her feet. Big chops. Veal throw across the ring. Goldie's managed to hang on so far. Can she rally back yet again as another kick to the back? Quick kick by Goldie. Wraps her up. Small package again. And only a 2 count. She almost stole it right there. Hits the yeehaw again. Hooks both legs. And the victory goes to Goldie Boone. Not a title match. But she finally gets her revenge. A big win there for Goldie Boone. Little interference by Varja, long since forgotten. Even though it was in her favor, it didn't help her out much at the beginning. But perseverance and training pays off. And the victory goes to Goldie Boone. And that, everyone, will bring us to the end of this week's edition of Grappler's Keep. Get everything wrapped up here. Again, apologize for the late start. Been a rough day. Been a rough week. Busy day today. But got just about everything done that was on the big to-do list. Just one more thing to do, but it's too late now, so I'll do it probably first thing after church tomorrow. So hopefully things will work out better. We'll get things caught up on YouTube here hopefully this weekend. Later on this weekend. Schedule for the rest of the week will be as normal. Hopefully we'll get everything in this week. Monday should be Family Night at the Emporium, as my daughter Bonnie and I are currently working on a mystery called Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile. It's a game based on the classic novel. Right now, Poirot is busy interviewing everybody on board the ship as we try to figure out who killed Lynette Doyle. Monday will be Skyrim as we continue the weekly Skyrim serial. Our current character is Tagan Seedwing. He is a Bosmer, a wood elf, who is now part of the Thieves Guild and trying to work his way up into there. And along the way, he is discovering all of these precious stones that are all part of what once was the crown of Baranziah. He is trying to gather all of the stones of Baranziah so he can once again restore Baranziah's glory. That is our adventure. And then we'll be back here with more wrestling here next Saturday. So we have all different sorts of ways so you can help support us here on the channel. You're supporting us here just by watching us. You're supporting us here by following us and liking us on YouTube, subscribing there, following here, subscribing here as well. If you subscribe here, you can be a manager in Grappler's Keep like Krellin is for Kimona and Wandering Silence is for Goldie Boone. Or you can manage a tag team as Praxagora Thespeforia does for the Barbarians. If you go all the way to second tier, you can not only be a manager, you can set up your own faction, 4 or 5 wrestlers, men, women, just women, or a mixture. Create your own there. If you go all the way up to tier 3, you get to be a wrestler within Grappler's Keep. So all sorts of options there. You can support us by going to YouTube and subscribing and liking our videos there. You can also support us by by buying merch at our merch. We have a merch shop set up with Fourth Wall. It's there in the chat right now. We have t-shirts, we have hats, we have them for our sponsor Diet Water, we have them for the Emporium, we also have them for Grappler's Keep. We also have like the foam cozies for your cans and bottles or insulated tumblers, and there's stickers there as well. And I'm looking at maybe getting an apron made for the Emporium. I just have not had time to sit down and do that because of other things going on in life. Imagine that. Other ways you can support us: if you're a tabletop RPG player and you have a home game going on and you are a DM in who would love to have their own custom game master screen, or maybe you would like to gift one to your game master or dungeon master, give them their own custom screen. We have those on our Etsy shop, Diet Water Productions. Hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, I'll be premiering a brand new design, which I think could have some good potential for being popular. So keep your eyes open for that. I will make that announcement on Discord, on Instagram, and on Twitter and Blue Sky, all sorts in those kind of options. So that link is to the Etsy shop is here in chat as well. As I mentioned, we have Discord. You can join us there. We have places to talk about the different games we have going on right now. We also have sections for showing off your creative endeavors, like I do with my screens. If you have things that you make and you'd like to show off your creative skills, we welcome it. We always want to encourage people to be creative and show off the creative stuff that they've done. So please take advantage of that. Also, we have a very special section in Discord. It's at the very top, at the very when you come into the channel. It's called the Prayer Closet. Here in our household, we definitely believe in the power of prayer. We know that it's real. We know that it's powerful. We know that it works because we've seen it time and time again with our friends and family. So, if you have a need, if you have a concern, if you have a request, please place it there and we will be praying for you. This isn't just a thoughts and prayers and then no one does anything. On Evernote, on my tablet and phone, I keep a list of everybody who's on my prayer list so I can keep track of who's there and more importantly, track how God has answered those prayers. So, if please take advantage of that if you would like that kind of spiritual support. However, we realize there's things that we would love to get support from others on, especially on the spiritual side, but they're kind of personal. They're kind of private. You don't want all the internet knowing about it. If that's the case, then just use the praying hands emoji. We'll take that as what we call an unspoken request, which means God knows what it is. You know what it is. We don't know, but you know what? We don't have to know every nitty gritty detail. All we need to know is that the need is there, and we'll be praying for you just as hard if we knew what was actually going on. So, because the important thing is not knowing what it is, the important thing is getting that kind of prayer and spiritual support. So, please take advantage of that if you would like that kind of support. So, please do that. So, let's go see who we can raid here tonight. It's kind of late, 10:30, but there's going to be people out there. We got some people doing all this other stuff. Black Phoenix is doing Death by Daylight. We got more. Someone was watching Backlash and doing other stuff. All sorts of WWE 2K25ers listed here. Before we do raid someone wrestling that we don't know, I want to take a look to see if there's people that I do know that are on. Let's see, Dave is going. Let's see. Ring Fit Adventure, no. Okay. Okay, Madam Gandalf. Gamer Poets is going. He's doing Windrose like a lot of people are doing right now. Let's see. Gordon McLeod is doing Subnautica Below Zero. Lady Ari is doing Baldur's Gate. Crunchy Punk Voodoo Ush. We're going to raid my friend Voodoo Ush. He is a fellow eFed creator. He has Voodoo Doll Wrestling going on, and I have a wrestler in that as well. I'm part of Team Zoo along with Bat Cow, and at least I'm trying to remember, and at least one other person's in our little faction. So let's go see what's going on here. Okay, he hasn't even started yet, so let's go ahead and raid Voodoo Ush here, good friend here of the channel here. So until next time, everyone, may green be the grass below you, may blue be the sky above you, may straight be the path before you, and warm be the hearts that love you. Good night, everybody. This has been a Diet Water production.